What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this time I ventured out to a different location to give you guys a little change of scenery. And I have this thing out here. This is the LMRC LM01, and this is a little GPS drone from LMRC. And check it out, this is the transmitter here. It has GPS, altitude hold, it does follow me, it orbits, return to home and all of that stuff. It connects to your smartphone through Wi-Fi. I have my tablet behind me, and I'm going to use that to capture some video and all, and take some still photos, because you guys know that I use my phone to actually capture my video for my channel. So I bought the Lenovo tablet out to do that. And so we're gonna test this little guy out. It has a camera on the front. The camera is a 1080p camera, so pretty nice camera it should be. We have this proprietary battery here. Let me pull it out. This is the battery here, and so it just snaps in like that. We have an on and off switch on the bottom, and we have blue lights in the front, red lights in the rear. So let's turn this guy on and get him up in the air. Okay, so you have to go up and down on the throttle stick to get it binded. And I believe we have to calibrate this thing. So we're gonna spin it clockwise this way. Now the lights are solid. We're going to turn it this way and do the same thing. Now it's flashing. It should be ready now. Now we do have a button on here on the transmitter. The transmitter has a few buttons on it. I don't think these antennas are really working there. But this one here is the headless mode function. This one is return to home. This one is the emergency stop button. You're not really supposed to use that unless it's an emergency, because that'll cause the drone to fall out of the air. And we have a auto takeoff and auto landing. One button press for auto takeoff and landing. We have here, this is to put this thing in altitude hold mode. It turns off the GPS signal if you long press this button here, and the next button calibrates the GPS and the gyro, and the next button on the bottom calibrates the it recalibrates the headless mode. It sets the heading. This thing keeps the heading that it's facing in when you hit this calibrate button, or when you first turn it on. Left shoulder button, we have a speed button with 2 speeds, and the right shoulder button, we have a short press for still capture, and to hold it down you're gonna capture some video. So it should have acquired enough GPS satellites by now. I have been out here before and it started raining on me, and a couple things went wrong. So this is the second flight for this. I didn't have the drone all the way in the frame most of the video, so we're doing it again. I had to charge the battery up. So let's take off with it. You can hold both sticks to the lower outside corners to start the props to spinning, but I'm just going to press this button to see if it takes off. So I pressed the auto takeoff button and it did take off. And so it's going a little low. I guess it's trying to find its height now. I'm not doing anything. It's doing all this on its own now. So it's a little windy out here, and it is holding its position here. Let's bring it up a little higher, about there. So we are in GPS lock. So I always try this with the drones. I grab it. It's moving a little. So let me grab it and pull it away. It always wants to stay in the same spot that you pulled it from, so it should go back to where it was. It's finding this spot. So pretty nice, no toilet bowling from it. So that's a sign that the programming and the GPS is working really nice. So let's look at the yaw rate and all. In GPS mode, this is the yaw rate here. It's really not meant to move fast because it's supposed to be recording video and doing photo captures and all, so that's the highest speed you're going to get with the yaw and side flying aileron. This is forward and backwards flight, so not really fast. I don't think you can switch the speed while you're in GPS mode. Let's try. Oh, you can. So let's see. That's the yaw there in the second rate. Side flying aileron in the second rate. And when you let off the sticks, it wants to stop. It slams on the air brakes and stops in the position that you let off the input. And so let's test this return to home really quick. Take it out here. Now I'm going to press the return to home button, the little house there. And it's turning around. And it's coming back. And it turned around again. The rear is facing me now. And it's coming down for a landing. Check it out. Let's see if it turns. Yeah, it turns off. The transmitter is beeping to let me know that I activated return to home. So let's try to start the props up by doing the lower outside corners on the sticks. And let's do a manual takeoff like this. Okay, so now we're gonna put it in altitude hold mode. That's the free flying mode. We're gonna hold down this button here. Long press till we hear the beep. And now we have the rear LEDs flashing on it. The front LEDs are solid, and it's drifting a little because GPS hold isn't on anymore. So let's fly it around. We're still in the high rate. See if we can get some sporty flying going on with this guy. And it is flying sporty. Check it out. We have some winds. It's fighting the winds, but it's having its way. The wind is blowing towards my left. So we can get some sporty flying off with it. Let me raise it up a little higher so you guys can see it. Hopefully you're getting this. The last time I didn't have the drone in capture. The drone wasn't in frame when I was recording the video. And so that was pretty cool. Let me start the video on my tablet over here. See if we could get this thing connected. There's a begin button on there. The drone's coming over here with me. I forgot to put it back in GPS lock. Let's do a long press on that. Put it in GPS lock so it stays put. And it should be recording now. Let's hit the record. And it's recording. So check it out. It's holding position really well. Right here, let's take it up a little. See if we can record something. Let's take it over to this light post over here. Hopefully we can get the scenery over there and all. Let's do a quick pan. Yaw spin. Look at this rock garden over here. Check out over here, see what's over here. I think it's another rock garden over there. Now, Let's hit return to home. See if she comes back. She's turning around to face me. She's flying really fast towards me. Whoa! Almost hit that pole over there. Sheesh. I guess the wind is fooling with her. And I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to see what it does. Man, she came down really low. And I guess that's her spot. She landed. Sheesh, that was a wild landing, but this she did make her way back. So let's take off with her again. Sheesh, I never saw her do that before. But she did find her way back. But I'm guessing that if we had some trees and all around, or some more obstacles, that probably wouldn't have been a good return. Let's see, we can test headless mode. Let's see if I put it in headless mode, which heading is it going to hold now? So it's in headless mode now. Should be. Okay. So I'm pressing forward now and it's moving away from me. Headless mode is working. So it's holding the position that it had as the heading that it was facing when I first turned the drone on. So headless mode is working. Let's come out of headless. We should be out of headless now. Let's hold down this video button to make sure we stop the video capture and captured it. Oh, let's take some stills. Short press should give us a still photo capture. Should have captured some stills there. Go up a little higher. Okay, let's come down. Yeah, so I think they're boasting at least 19 minutes of flight with this guy. So we're gonna fly it until the end. See how much flight time we get with it. The GPS lock is on point now. Holding its spot pretty good in this wind. Let me see. What can I test with it? You can control it with the app on the phone. I have it on my tablet. My tablet isn't very visible. The screen isn't when it's really bright outside like now. So I doubt if I'm going to be able to really see it well enough to comfortably fly this guy around. So I'm not really going to mess with that. I'd rather control it with this transmitter here. Let's see what is it doing. The height is fluctuating a little, but for the most part it's still on point. I think I'm gonna fly this little guy around a little more. So I put it in altitude hold mode. Now both of the LEDs on the front and the rear will start to flash rapidly when it reaches LVC, and then it'll just return to home and land. So no audible warning on the transmitter, but it does return to home, so that's a good thing. Let's see if we can get some speed runs here, speed passes. So it does get a little sporty on the highest rate. No flips, but it does fly pretty fast. Check it out. For a GPS drone anyhow. And I'm trying to fly it hard to try to get the battery to expend. Sheesh, the wind was pulling it down on me. Hopefully I'm getting the drone in frame here. You can imagine how disappointed I was when I watched the footage and saw that the drone was not really in the frame most of the video, and I had to come back out here and fly it again. So all in all, it seems like a pretty solid GPS drone here. And it's looking like that 19-minute flight is going to probably hold up to their claims. I think I got it last time I was out here too, but I am flying it harder now. Let's see, what does it... Okay, still no blinking on the front LEDs. That's what really lets me know that it's depleting the battery, that it's in LVC. Because in altitude hold mode, the rear LEDs constantly blink already, and only the front LEDs stay solid. And so this mode here just turns off the GPS again. And if you're flying it indoors for whatever reason, this is the mode you would fly it on. When you fly GPS drones indoors, you could lose control of them because of the GPS signal not really being strong. So you just hold down that button and you turn off the GPS. Then you can fly this drone indoors all you want in altitude hold mode. This little guy is pretty fast, picking up some speed. I wonder if we're not in GPS mode, can we still execute a return to home? Let's try it and see what happens. Oh, actually, I think the front LEDs are flashing. Let me see, are they flashing? Yeah, all of the LEDs are flashing now. So I think it's about to come back home anyhow. I guess that's an interesting test. Let's see if it'll return to home while it's in this mode. Nope, no GPS lock, and it's not going to return to home. So I turned the GPS lock back on, and so I'm guessing it'll return to home now when the battery is depleted. Yep, it's coming home. I didn't do anything yet. It came back pretty fast, and now it's finding its spot again, and it came down. So pretty snazzy, fast little return to home feature on this little guy, the LMRC LM01. Pretty nice little GPS drone. Reminds me of one of Hubson's little drones. Thanks for watching.